Historic greatness on a plane that might never be reached again, being celebrated today at UConn. The 2015 and 2016 national champions, the last of the Husky four-peat, getting recognized in the Huskies of Honor. The greats of that era, Brianna Stewart, Mariah Jefferson, and Morgan Tuck, Nafisa Collier.
Rebound, his size is going to be maybe one of their biggest hurdles in this game against UConn, so good initial attack on the offensive glass.
AZ Fudd lets it fly and drains it from deep. That's a big volume that she has under her belt. UConn forces the turnover, one of the tops in the nation in opponent turnovers forced per game. Great positioning inside. Sarah Williams with the easy layup. Side, good dose of Sarah Williams to begin, but Danae Carter with the denial on the interior.
And Danae Carter giving up a couple of inches in that matchup.
Bryn McCurry drains it, gutting it through and having the best season of her career. Kelsey Jones slices through the defense, and Sarah Strong with an emphatic block.
5. She averages about 1.5 blocks per game. And
I'm really looking forward to seeing her against KK Arnold today.
Yeah, and we heard Gina Oriema and shoot-around today say, make sure number 11 does not get an easy look. That was certainly an easy one for Sarah Strong.
Didn't touch rim, and KK Arnold turns on the Jets to the cup. Better decisions with the ball. Here's McCurry. It's no good, and the rebound corralled by Sarah Williams. Fudd will also dash her way to the rim and converts.
Was in front of her, and she just said, I'm getting to the rim. There wasn't enough resistance from the Cats.
The paint 8-0 paint points so far.
Yeah, we know this UConn team can really hurt you from anywhere on the floor. This was just too easy of a drive by KK Arnold. Yeah, over she's had this season, so I guess you can add that to the tally.
KK Arnold picking pockets out here, goes right at Allen and finishes for the three-point play.
We were talking about Sloan. She is such a burst of speed on the offensive end of the floor.
Takes a lot of self-belief as well, guarding that player. Potentially a national player of the year, and she's going to get the upper hand that time with a magnificent reversal.
Sarah Strong off to a strong start. No pun intended. Already 6 points in this game, has scored from different areas on the floor, but feast on the inside.
Now a big post player on her, and Kylie Watson. She has no issue with that, taking 0 points to start this game.
Credit to KK Arnold. I mean, she is everywhere in front of Bosco, over right to left.
Quinones, a nifty move, slices her way inside, stops on a dime, and gets the jump. On paper, maybe by other metrics, the best defense in the country. It's 5 to shoot. Quinones works it through for 3. That's also 0 for Villanova. NZ darts her way to the rim.
And there.
Arnold orchestrating this offense, leads Strong to the rim, and a three-point play.
Really looking for her shots in this game. This time she just fooled the defender by posting up at that elbow and then spinning, getting the defender on the top side.
Watson, but that is taken away by Strong. Not just the block, but the steal. What can't she do? Quinones to the rim. We know what a great defender Sarah Strong is. She leads this team, and also in blocks and steals.
Looking like the Big East Freshman of the Year and the Big East Sixth Woman of the Year.
Kennedy Henry nets a 3 for the Wildcats. The guard position, Strong is directing traffic to try and get it to herself in the post. One-on-one against McCurry, the hook shot.
They're ahead of the rotations.
Allie Zabel, number 11 for UConn, in her first action. Backdoor cut, another easy lay-in for the Huskies. And even someone like Morgan Tuck, she's the general manager of the Connecticut Sun. They just have had incredible legacies. They've been outspoken about this sport in Utah, that you cannot be frustrated when they build a lead or want to run, have to stay possession to possession just as you laid out. Here is Henry calling her own number and draining the 3.
Not just draining the 3
side, and Villanova takes it away. Bosco goes right at Williams. She's in a tough spot now. McCurry, pump fake, pull up. Yes!
This is a UConn team that at times has struggled with turnovers. They are coming off of a season-high 21 turnovers against Creighton.
KK Arnold, what a take!
Of bad possessions for UConn, and here she is again on the defensive end.
Arnold in attack mode for the Huskies, leaves it for fun. She's got another triple.
Where they don't score for a couple minutes, but then they can just go on these crazy runs. So he'd like them to eliminate those couple of possessions, but they can so quickly answer right.
Huskies with the possession. Arnold dishes it off, a ludicrous pass. On the baseline out of bounds, Bosco. Basketball. 25-27, make it 47. Turned it over, surrendered a bucket to start off the second half. Danae Carter off the drive.
They've had 4 different leading scorers in their last 4 games. They have to continue getting everybody involved, but the paint points continue.
Her strength, her size is formidable. Strong on the attack, leaves it short. On the follow-up, right there, Sarah Williams for a 3-point play opportunity. It's a completely different scenario here. She does what she does best, and that's defend the rim right there on that drive by McCurry. Arnold is going to put up a 3 and rattle it home.
KK Arnold is just feeling herself this evening. Uh-oh, here she goes again.
KK Arnold, free runway, and she lays it up and in.
It's unmatched. I mean, a lot of times even in the WNBA and unrivaled, you want to be with UConn team. They get the best out of you. And so because of that, they've been able to sustain a level of
time, or is he still as hard on them as he was on you and your teammates?
They don't have to dress up for games. Even if it was snowing, 3 feet of snow, we had to wear pantyhose down, walking from our apartments, you know.
Oh my God.
They have loosened up, but he was still tough today, so that just shows, you know, an old dog doesn't really learn new tricks, right?
61-36 over the second-ranked team in.
Obviously, they have some really amazing offensive players, but
to the floor.
Working the offense through Strong. One with a pull-up for Ashlyn Shea. That touched nothing going down. And 23 points off turnovers. Nearly another one there inflicted on themselves. 8 seconds to shoot. And a 3-point play opportunity coming up for Quinones, the hesitation. She'll pull up along the baseline at Gamble Pavilion. Quinones looking to get downhill. Shade now carving her way through the defense, and Strong drains the 3 for the Huskies. And over, everyone is Strong to snare that rebound. It's her 9th. And looking up ahead, Kaylee Heckel with the finish on the fast break. 45 seconds to go before the 4th quarter, and Sarah Strong ties her career high with a vicious block.
Exactly the word. That's what most of her blocks have been tonight, just coming over.
Not to shortchange Strong, also 3 steals. This sees Henry accelerating into the front court, and Tambu per game. That's only behind LSU, so they're entertaining over there too. Here's McCurry.
Bushman was just averaging about 3 points per game. That's up to 12 this season.
After talking to Denise Dillon today at shoot-around, she said this is the best and deepest UConn
offensive team. They won 12 of 13. They have a huge road win at West Virginia. And UConn has just had their way with them.
Is working on her return as well. The mid-range is good.
Seated in the bench, having a good time in the 4th quarter. Keeping the fans entertained.
We need the 3 starters broadcast view to just. Khalees Fisher in her first action gets to the cup for 2.
Khalees Fisher.
Only player who hasn't scored. Ayanna Patterson going to be back-to-back here for Fisher, and that's 4 straight. Jones no good for 3. A 40-point UConn lead. Lisa Bell with the triple.
They were 2nd in the standings coming into tonight. Ross at Marquette. Big East getting interesting.
There it is, and a 3-point play on deck for Ayanna Patterson, and everyone has scored for the Huskies. A 3-point play opportunity as she UConn improves to 18-0. They've won 34 straight games overall, 9-0 in Big East play.